Framer and Hostinger, two giants in website building. But which one actually makes your site shine? On the left, the ultra-modern, design-focused Framer. And on the right, the reliable, user-friendly Hostinger. We're putting them to the test in the ways that really count. Features, ease of use, pricing, speed, support, and more. Let's forget the marketing hype and get down to what matters. We'll give out points for each category, and at the end you'll see who really leads the pack. The winner might just surprise you. Let's get into it. Here's the lay of the land. We'll compare these two across price, speed, and performance, how easy they are to use, flexibility, design chops, and, of course, support, and the overall ecosystem. Ready? Let's get started. Kicking off with price. So Framer gives you a hosted site, tosses in free CDN and SSL, which is actually pretty nice. But you start needing more sites or extra add-ons? Yeah, that's when the price starts creeping up a bit. Hostinger, on the other hand, honestly, the entry point is wild super affordable. You want to host a ton of sites? Go for it, because some of their plans are unlimited. They even throw in a free domain if you grab a premium tier, which is cool. But heads up, those attractive promo prices jump at renewal, and, if you want backups or SSL on the cheapest plan, you gotta pay extra. Still, Hostinger definitely takes the price round. If you're bargain hunting, this is your spot. Next is speed and performance. Framer is, oh man, seriously fast. We're talking world-class static hosting images and pages just snap into view. Their CDN optimization is automatic, and that means near-instant page loads. Sure, if you want some wild dynamic stuff, you'll need an outside integration, but for sleek, fast sites, it's hard to beat. Hostinger, not too shabby either. They run on the Lightspeed stack, have data centers all over the world, so your site's rarely laggy. Here's the catch, their entry-level plans share resources, so your light can slow down if you're on a crowded server. So for pure speed, Framer nabs this one. Now, let's talk ease of use. Framer is all about that drag and drop, no code vibe. It feels modern, lets you see changes instantly. Honestly, it's like designing in Figma, but for the web. If you're new to this Figma style, it might take a second to click, but once you're in, super smooth. As for Hostinger, it's got that classic web host setup. One-click installs for WordPress. Very beginner-friendly main dashboard. But going past that, you'll need to play with FTP or shuffle through some UI stuff. And honestly, some folks just want to skip all that. Framer's workflow is just faster and easier, so this category no code vibe. Oh, and here's something cool while we're at it. Did you know Framer actually started out as a prototyping tool before it became a full-on web builder? Kinda wild, right? On to flexibility. Here, the vibe totally flips. Framer's killer for landing pages, marketing sites, anything you want to look super sharp, and it plugs into APIs and zaps pretty well. But if you're after a deep CMS, plugins galore, or custom backend, that's not really its thing. Hostinger, though, it's the web's playground. Like any CMS, any stack, you're good to go. Want to run backend code, install something odd? Knock yourself out, especially on higher plans. The only trade-off is you're pretty much building from scratch. Still, if you want options, Hostinger's the clear winner for flexibility. Design? This one is juicy. Framer? Absolute eye candy. Their visual design tools are top-notch, templates look fresh, and you can really push creative boundaries with layouts and effects. The flip side? If you're just coding a developer-heavy site, maybe all those design bells and whistles aren't super important. Hostinger keeps up with support for third-party builders and custom code, so you can make things look good, but their built-in site builder? It's honestly kinda basic. When it comes to design power, Framer wins hands down. Alright, support and ecosystem. Framer's building up a real community, live chat and help docs are solid, but let's be real, it's still pretty new and you won't find a huge selection of third-party plugins yet. Hostinger? Not only do they have 24/7 chat support, but there's just a massive user base. Plugin or theme you need. Odds are, they've got it. Sometimes they do try and upsell you extras. Classic. But if you want broad support, robust ecosystem. Looking at the radar chart, Framer is really spiking in design, ease of use, and speed. But Hostinger dominates in price, flexibility, and support. Their strengths are totally different, which actually makes this comparison way more interesting. So, if you want a site that's slick, fast, and design-led, Framer is the clear pick. But if your main goal is hosting a bunch of sites on the cheap, tinkering with different stacks, or just broad support, Hostinger's a powerhouse on those fronts. Both are solid, but the right one for you totally depends on your must-haves. If this guide helped you, stick around and hit follow for more no-nonsense website tips and breakdowns.